Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It is me, Johnny Sports, and welcome to a new episode of the Liverpool Career Mode. If you guys want to see a Liverpool Career Mode episode tomorrow instead of a training video or anything of that kind, let's smash over 2,000 likes to let me know. But Danny Ings, that was the question in yesterday's episode, and you guys have said we should not only use him as the striking substitute. Most of you guys said Gabriel and Origi should not only be subbed in as winger substitutes, they should also be subbed in as striking substitutes. And I do agree with you guys. Liverpool currently in the third spot, or so to say in the second spot, because Chelsea has the same amount of points as we have, and they are sitting in the second spot. Definitely, Diego Costa is doing a job for them. He has scored 11 goals this season for Arsenal. Theo Walcott scored 9, Benteke scored 9 for us. And in the assist list, we only have Roberto Firmino in the top 10. And then we have Sturridge, and I believe Milner should be somewhere around the same level as Sturridge as well, with like 3 assists or something. So I personally normally like to have a guy that does have the most assists of the season in my team. And in this season so far, I just haven't been able to do it because basically everyone is getting assists. It is like spread out, and that is nothing wrong with the team. I just like the way the team behaves on the pitch. But normally I just like to have one guy that just takes over and gets assists all the time. Maybe that's just my obsession, but let's see what we can do in this match against Aston Villa. In real life, Daniel Sturridge scored 2 goals against them, and we started off really nicely. Konoplyanka on the left hand side making the run and then passing it over to Lallana, who took a great shot, but what a save that was from the goalkeeper. By the way, we are playing with the reserves team because the first team once again is down on stamina. Now moving over to the left hand side, Jose Enrique passing it to Konoplyanka, takes one touch and then smashes it into the bottom left corner. Konoplyanka finally scoring his first goal for me. When I played him in the simulations, he scored already, but now this is the first goal he scores for me while he is on the pitch. And what a great goal that is. Take a look at this one. Just takes like 2 touches and then smashes it into the bottom left corner. The goalkeeper made a great save on Lallana, his shot, but this one was unstoppable. And Konoplyanka, just the same word for him, unstoppable. He was just wrecking the whole defense of Aston Villa by his own, and that is a good thing to see because Konoplyanka in the latest episodes since he has joined in hasn't been like incredible, and he's the guy getting the most wages in the team, so you would expect a guy like him to go ahead and do a lot more for the club. And Dragowski just made an amazing save. Yes, it was offside, but still great save by Dragowski. His reflexes are just on top, and I just can't wait until the point arrives where him and Mignolet will actually be on the same rating, and you assistant coaches will have to decide who to put in goal. Konoplyanka was the man of the match in this one, and for once I dominated possession. Yes, finally, Daniel Sturridge has gotten a contract offer from us in the last episode, and he has accepted it. And the one thing about him was he was insecure about his position in the team. He was feeling threatened, and hopefully with this new contract we will give him a little bit of confidence, and maybe in this episode or in the next episode he will start scoring goals galore. And just a quick reminder for you guys, we have to reach the final in the domestic cup. We have to win the Europa League, and also we have to go ahead and get a qualifying spot for the Champions League in the BPL. So there's a lot to do, and for this match I just had to get a little bit creative, let's put it that way, because a lot of players were down on stamina. I just didn't have anyone to play on the right midfield position, so I changed it back to the 4-2-2 formation, which you guys suggested at the start, and Jordan Ibe just has to play in the left attacking midfield position. Right now we are in the round of 32 in the Euro League, and Benteke starts off after the pass of James Milner, but that one gets cleared by the defense, and Henderson tries his luck straight after the clearance of the defense. Moving on into the first attack of AZ Alkmaar, a team that is not really as good as they used to be, let me just put it that way. And because of that, I felt like we had the advantage in this match. Danny Ings getting past the tackle of the defender. He's now one-on-one against another defender. Gets past him. Should have passed it over to Benteke, but he didn't. And then Klein also missed the chance. Danny Ings hitting past the defender really nicely, but then in the end he just didn't get the job done. Well, here's another attack created by Roberto Firmino. Just the same spot for Danny Ings, the same tackle. He gets past the defender again. This time he does see Benteke in the middle, and it is a goal. Danny Ings, just basically the exact same attack actually. I mean, come on, take a look at this. He gets past the defender who did the exact same tackle, and Benteke stood in the exact same spot, and this time he got the ball and scored it. James Milner with a great interception, passing it to Danny Ings. Danny Ings straight away to Benteke to make it 2-0. Benteke gets it around the goalkeeper and smashes it into the back of the net, and that makes it 2-0 for Liverpool in this away match against AZ Alkmaar, who only had one shot on target, and they had 66% possession. That is the CPU on Legendary. I mean, come on. I had 7 shots, 4 on target, and all of that with only 33% possession. Like, come on, EA. This is just getting ridiculous. Hopefully, I mean, they need to patch this. I seriously think they need to patch this passing around of the team the whole time. They're just not trying to get into attacks until they have a 100% secured chance to get past the midfield with a good pass. And that is just not real life. Teams do risk things during matches. Only maybe Barcelona are the only team that just waits and does try to find a spot to get through the midfield in a perfect way. But this should not be every single team trying to replicate what Barcelona does. Like, come on, EA. I know there will be a lot of people saying, hey, you're playing on Legendary, get over it, it will be tough. I played on Legendary on FIFA 15 and I still had a lot of fun, even when I lost. But all this passing around gets people just frustrated, and I feel like after 3 matches that I played in one day, I just don't want to chase the ball all the time over and over again. So I only play 3 matches and record my career mode episodes. But if I did more than that, I would probably throw my controller at the wall. By the way, the match against Leicester City started off with Mignolet, his fault, and then a red card for Gökhan Inler. So we are playing with 11 men against 10 men. And this is a big advantage in this match, and we're actually using the first team. Benteke is once again in the squad, and the same with Daniel Sturridge, who tried his luck right here. But getting back to the topic I was talking about earlier, I seriously think that FIFA has always been known to be the game that you could just sit down and have a lot of fun with. I do have an incredible amount of fun with this game when I have the ball, but when the opponent has the ball, it's just so frustrating. No team passes it around the back for 10 minutes in game time until they find a spot to just go through the wings or go through the middle of your team, and that is just something that needs to be changed in my opinion. Many people might like that, many people might think this is more realistic, but to be honest, it is not realistic because most teams have their own character. So a team like Real Madrid doesn't just pass it around the back all the time waiting for a moment to go through. No, they counterattack the shit out of you. They give you the ball, they let you lose it, and then they will counterattack you and just destroy you on the counterattack. And that needs to be in a FIFA game, especially in the next one. Every team should have their own character, just like they do in real life. But talking about character, we are showing a lot of it in the 85th minute. Daniel Sturridge scores. Yes, boys, after all the ranting that you just had to listen to, we are finally getting in a goal with Daniel Sturridge and making it 1-0 for Liverpool against Leicester City and getting them 3 points. Yes, mate, we have done it. More than the shot of Daniel Sturridge. That pass from Roberto Firmino was just a top level, man. Great job by Roberto Firmino on that one. And right here you can see the last attack. We have done it. 3 points for Liverpool. And rant is over. Yes, the rant is over. Adam Lallana is now relieved. Yes, buddy. Are you feeling fine again? Are you happy playing for Liverpool? Of course you are, because you're getting a shit ton of money. Nothing against Lallana, by the way. I love him in this game. He is so good in this game. Sadly, he just doesn't get a spot over players like Firmino or Coutinho. Firmino, like I said in the last match, he stepped up big time in that second match, I believe, against AZ Alkmaar. He did a great job with a pass over to Danny Ings, who then got the assist for Benteke. And now we played another game against AZ Alkmaar. Flanagan scored, Ibe scored, Danny Ings scored. Of course, I simulated this game after a 2-0 victory in an away match against AZ Alkmaar. There was just no real chance for them to get back into it, so I decided to simulate it. And Riedewald, he has gone up to a 76 rating now. Yes, the other centre-back talent other than Ginta is also growing, and Ginta is very close to being a 79 rated center back. Talking about talents, I just wanted to take a look at the youth squad. You can see we do have a few talents in there, but I'm just not like blown away by any of these talents. So I personally do want to get more talents into this team through the youth academy, and I especially want to create own legends. And in order to be able to do that, we just need to get someone big from the youth academy. Currently we just are not doing it, and there will be a question for you guys later on to decide something on that matter. Jordan Henderson has gone up to an 81. He's a leader of men, he's the leader of Liverpool. But in my opinion, the real leader of this team right now is James Milner. He is just doing such a great job for me. I'm actually very, very happy. And he has actually scored more goals than Daniel Sturridge so far. Konoplyanka on 5 games, 2 goals, 7.1 rating. So he's playing very well for the club. Firmino now on 27 games, 2 goals and 10 assists. He is picking up already, and he starts to be a very important player in our team. Benteke went up to an 84 rating. He has gotten past Daniel Sturridge in this season. He started off with 82, Daniel Sturridge at an 83. Ginta, 79 rated. Just like I said when we did the training for Riedewald, he has now gone up through the normal growth system of the game. Lallana is still threatened. Like, come on, that makes no sense. You just said I'm happy at the club, and then 5 minutes later when I check the squad report, you're saying I'm threatened. Like, that makes no sense, Lallana. But we have some other talents in the team growing. John Flanagan went up to a 75 rating. Some of you guys haven't realized, but when I'm playing with the reserves team, Flanagan is actually on the right back position. So stop telling me to put Jose Enrique on the bench and put Flanagan onto the left back position, because Flanagan is already playing, and Joe Gomez will be the guy to take over from Jose Enrique when he leaves the team at the end of the season. And he has now gone up to a 70 rating. But this is the question for you assistant coaches who just love to interact with the series, and I love it. Give me your comments, your poll votings, everything. I just freaking love it, assistant coaches. But the question of the day is, do you think we should buy more scouts? I personally think yes. We have the money. We have 14 million. So 2 top scouts would cost us around 4.5 million or something like that. So tell me in the comments down below if you want to see a new scout in this team, and also vote in the poll. Currently Liverpool in the 3rd spot, and in the next episode hopefully we can change that. Now let's take a look at the player of the episode, Roberto Firmino.